Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we ended up getting another new update in Black Ops 7, this time featuring some brand new update patch notes with a couple of fixes and gameplay updates that overall are pretty important, pretty impactful. We also got a brand new event update live in game now, surprisingly enough, before our very first season even hit. Obviously, once season 1 comes along, we are going to start to see events on a very frequent basis. We're going to have weekly events and challenges that are going to introduce new camos, new blueprints, all sorts of new things there, but we already have our very first event live with a couple of interesting rewards as well. Let's start first up though with today's update patch notes. Some of these actually went live pretty late yesterday evening as well, sort of in preparation for the content update today. Call of Duty updates initially posted here on Twitter saying a new update is out for Black Ops 7 in the Endgame. A fix was released to address Endgame loadouts having one less attachment than intended when deploying into Avalon. Players that are still encountering this issue are going to need to recreate their existing in-game loadout weapon. Once recreated, associated camos should track accordingly. Essentially with this one, there were a lot of bugs going on where if you were trying to do an 8 attachment camo challenge, so you have to have gunfighter and 8 attachments on your gun, if you put on a camo, it was going to remove one of your attachments. So really obnoxious there. Unfortunately, if you currently have a weapon that's got 8 attachments on it, but it's like purple or gold the rarity, if you go through and you have to reapply this because you're with this bug, you got the camo on or it's not functioning as intended, you're gonna have to recreate that, which means you're getting rid of your purple or your gold rarity, which is a bit of a bummer. But moving forward, you should be able to track all those challenges as normal. It's not going to cause any problems there if you're putting camos on. And by the way, as we're going through the various different updates today, the different patch notes, if you guys enjoy the video, you find the information helpful, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to ensure you're always in the know for everything going on in COD. We got some pretty crazy days ahead of us with season 1 and everything coming with that, the Warzone integration. So much content is inbound. You're not going to want to miss any of it. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. We also have some new update patch notes from late yesterday evening as well. So with our November 24th update patch notes, global updates here, weapon prestige prompts now specifies that the player must hold the button to prestige a weapon. So you hopefully won't accidentally prestige a weapon and then you're all the way back to level 1. You don't have any of your attachments, just making sure you know what you're doing in full there. With multiplayer updates here, increase the grace period to earn low blow and dive shot medals after sliding or diving if you've been actively trying to go for those. With UI updates, with score streaks, address an issue where overclocks on the Legion score streak were listed out of order. So that'll be updated and fixed now as well. And you already know we got to have our various crash and stability updates with absolutely zero context as to what is more stable and what is not crashing as much. So have at it. Feel free to guess away down in the comments below what might be fixed there. In zombies updates here with challenges, address an issue where using sticky grenades will not count for the daily challenge of kill 25 enemies with equipment. Then also removed the eliminate 5 special zombies daily challenge as well. With Dead Ops Arcade 4, they addressed an issue where players could unintentionally earn an achievement by saving and quitting during the pop-a-back boss fights. Then various crash and stability updates are here as well, once again without any context. And then we've also got some new in-game updates here with in-campaign. The kinetic jump tutorial section in the exposure mission now has no ability cooldown, so you can figure that out as you want. But then with UI updates with challenges, address an issue with the EAM XL reflex where it would display incorrect text when unlocking the blue bullseye reticle. With loadouts and weapons here, address an issue that resulted in an error where players would pick up a customized version of the same type of weapon, so that could be really problematic in game. Addressed an issue in the gunsmith where total mags would be displayed incorrectly. Then they also addressed an issue where some weapon camo unlocks would not display properly in the after action reports. You'd have to go through and manually double check, okay, I got this done, I got this done, I got this done as well. Also various crash and stability updates are here as well. So whole lot of crashing updates, whole lot of stability updates, a few different gameplay and bug fixes as well. Also a bit of a surprise here, as I was getting ready to jump in game, we ended up getting some new patch notes for today. There was another hot fix update that went out, and this is a huge one actually. With the November 25th patch notes with Endgame, there is now a disconnect protection. This is huge. I'm grinding my Endgame camos right now. It's honestly pretty fun. However, there is this massive fear, or at least there was this massive fear of when I'm going in on a combat rating 60 character trying to do my camos, if the game were to disconnect or if the game were to crash or something, I lose that entire character. You go from combat rating 60 all the way back to 0, which is a pretty annoying like hour and a half, 2-hour grind of getting all the way back up to 60 there. So they say today, we are thrilled with the response to Endgame so far and have enjoyed watching many players deploy to Avalon to explore, complete quests, and begin their journey towards the Genesis camo. We've also seen your feedback. Disconnect and crash protections are needed to help protect your combat rating. So now when you deploy to Avalon, we're going to snapshot your combat rating at the start of a match, earn progress and extracts to grow your combat rating, fall in combat or fail to escape, you'll lose it. However, in the event that a disconnect does occur, you'll now begin your next match at the combat rating that you entered your previous match in. So if you load into a game and your combat rating 36, let's say you got to combat rating 39, but then you crashed, instead of going back to 0, you're going to come back in as combat rating 36. So whatever you start the match in, if you crash, that's where you'll return to, which is a nice step forward. It's not perfect. Like obviously you'd love to save every bit of your combat rating there, but it's better than going all the way back to 0 for sure. We are exploring additional and more robust forms of disconnect protection, and we'll look to share more in the future. Until then, keep growing that combat rating. So now a new disconnect protection mechanic has been added to Endgame there. Huge update. So much so a necessary one at that, so love to see it. Hey everyone, 'tis the season, and you already know with the holidays now, there are sales on sales on sales, including the Black Friday G Fuel sale, the buy one get one free Black Friday Cyber Monday event. Literally the best time to go through and stock up on your absolute favorite flavors of G Fuel. Maybe check out something new as well. If you want to grab anything for yourself or perhaps get a little bit ahead on some of the holiday shopping you got to do, now is a perfect time to grab something from the G Fuel site. Link will be down in the description below if you're interested. We also got this new update from Matt Scrontz, one of the lead devs at Treyarch, of course. Scope ended up asking him any plans on adding 10v10. Matt does confirm and says, we will. The reality is that it's a fairly unpopular and low performing playlist outside of the first couple of weeks. Yes, I know that someone will say that it's because we moved it from feature to quick play, but that's just not true. Yes, I know snipers love it. We need to be a bit more diligent with playlists with the updated matchmaking and persistent lobbies in Black Ops 7. So while this isn't something that's coming right now, this is a direct confirmation that a 10v10 mosh pit is coming to Black Ops 7 at some point in the future. You don't even have to go into the event tab. It just throws the Proving Grounds event right in your face here. So yeah, now the Proving Grounds event is live. So with this, they want you to earn leaderboard points by earning score in all multiplayer playlists and modes. This is only a multiplayer event for what it's worth. No zombies, no in-game. Then you climb the leaderboard. Your leaderboard points determine your position on a 30-player leaderboard. The more points you earn, the higher you'll climb. Then you can earn rewards based on where you play in this. So as you can see, it's going to have to go ahead and fetch the leaderboards here. So participation ends in 5 days, but as you go through, if you're top 30, you end up getting a new calling card. If you're top 15, you end up getting a new weapon camo called Burial Grounds. This is just a pretty basic camo, all things considered. If you end up top 10 on your leaderboard, you also end up getting a new loading screen and then a new calling card. You can see what each of those look like, of course. And then if you place top 5, you get another new calling card that's the top 5 one. You also end up getting a new camo that's actually animated. We'll look at these in the actual camo preview menu in just a moment here. Then if you get first place here, you also end up getting the champion Proving Grounds thing. There's also just the general challenges here with scores. So you'll get some double XP at 10k, a new weapon charm, a double XP token, then also a new blueprint here for the M15 mod 0. That's sort of just like a bronze. It's actually wood looking as well with this little blueprint here. Nothing too crazy, but a free blueprint nonetheless there. Now, as far as those camos go, if you want to see them like just fully in action, you can actually go through into your camo tab over to Universal. You can see we've got our Burial Grounds one here, just a static camo is what it is, nothing too crazy. But then also there is the Reverence camo as well, which is animated. Looks pretty cool in my opinion. Yeah, we do now have this event fully live. Also looks like double XP starting in a day's time as well. So if you're still looking to rank up and get things unlocked a little bit quicker there, you've got that fully available to you. But a lot going on here across the event category for preseason. Basically, we don't typically see a bunch of preseason events, but cool that we do have these available now. That is going to wrap things up though. If you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to ensure you are up to date with COD each and every day, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.